Right, let's jump straight into this explainer. Go ahead and put on your tech industry consultant hats with me, because today we are evaluating what could literally be the most game-changing laptop chip announcement we've seen in years, Nvidia's RTX Spark. We're going to break down exactly what this hardware actually is, why the software moat surrounding it is their real secret weapon, and whether the market is genuinely ready for what Nvidia and Microsoft are calling the new era of the PC. There is just a ton of incredible engineering and, frankly, some highly contested social friction to unpack here. So let's get right to it.
We absolutely have to start right out of the gate with this massive number, 128, as in up to 128 gigabytes of unified RAM being packed into a laptop. To put that into perspective, that is an absolutely mind-boggling amount of memory to squeeze into a highly portable, everyday device. And it's not just there for bragging rights either. This massive pool of super fast unified memory is the absolute prerequisite for everything Nvidia is trying to pull off here. You see, traditionally, computers split memory between the CPU and the graphics card. But when you're running massive AI models, constantly passing data back and forth across that divide, it creates a crippling bottleneck. By utilizing 128 gigs of unified memory, the AI can instantly access massive data sets with zero latency. It's the foundational building block for this whole operation. So, the crucial takeaway here is that this isn't just your standard iterative hardware upgrade, where things just get a little bit faster or you get a slightly better frame rate. We are looking at a fundamental paradigm shift in how personal computing operates. Up until now, truly powerful AI has been locked away in massive cloud server farms. You send a prompt over the internet, you wait for the server to process it, and it beams the answer back. NVIDIA's ultimate goal with the Spark is to completely sever that cord. They want to shift that advanced AI processing directly down onto your local device. This means zero latency, completely offline capabilities, and, crucially, a massive leap in data privacy, because your personal files never actually have to be beamed up to a server to be analyzed. The local AI revolution is quite literally here.
To properly evaluate this as consultants, here's how we'll structure our market viability assessment today. 1. The hardware foundation. 2. The CUDA advantage. 3. Era of PC agents. 4. Privacy and social challenges. And 5. Market viability.
Section 1. The hardware foundation, unpacking the RTX Spark. Let's look at the physical tech powering this ambition.
Just look at these specs for a second. We're talking about a 20-core ARM-based CPU paired up with an RTX 5070 GPU. And get this, it actually matches the core count of its desktop counterpart. What makes this wildly impressive from an engineering standpoint is the thermal dynamics. Usually, right, putting a heavy-duty RTX graphics processor into a laptop means dealing with massive heat and terrible battery life. It's a given. But because they're using an incredibly efficient ARM-based TPU structure, Nvidia is cramming all this into sleek, creator-focused productivity laptops, like the Lenovo Yoga, the Dell XPS, Asus ProArt, that are as thin as 14 millimeters. And they're doing it all while maintaining all-day battery life. It is almost unprecedented to avoid thermal throttling in a chassis this thin with components this powerful. It absolutely proves Nvidia can build a hyper-efficient, powerhouse mobile chip.
Section 2. The CUDA advantage, the unbeatable software moat. Because raw hardware is incredible, but it's really only half the story. This perfectly illustrates the bottleneck the rest of the industry is facing right now. To run genuinely capable local AI, you need a large model sitting inside very fast RAM. Now, competitors like the MacBook Pro or laptops running the AMD Strix Halo, they technically have that high unified memory, but they are completely locked out of the NVIDIA software stack. They don't have access to things like DLSS, ray tracing, and most importantly, CUDA. CUDA is this underlying coding architecture that developers have spent over a decade building upon. Virtually every single AI tool, framework, and model in the world is optimized for CUDA first. It's a massive industry-wide lock-in effect. So only the RTX Spark actually brings together both the massive unified memory and that indispensable CUDA access. It's entirely purpose-built for this vision.
Section 3. Era of PC agents, the real pitch behind the hardware. Because if you watched NVIDIA's presentation, the first third of it wasn't truly about the silicon of the chip at all.
Okay, to really grasp this pitch, we have to draw a hard line between large language models and true agents. LLMs, think ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, they are strictly responsive tools. You type a prompt, they type a response back. You are still the one doing all the heavy lifting of moving that information around your computer. Agents, on the other hand, act autonomously. Instead of just handing you text, an agent actively navigates your operating system, clicks on things, and moves files to complete complex multi-step goals entirely on your behalf.
Let's look at a practical example straight from the source material. Imagine you want to create an animation of an owl flying. Normally, a human workflow means opening an AI image generator, exporting the image, booting up Photoshop to cut it out, importing it into a video tool like Premiere, setting your keyframes, and then finally rendering it. That takes serious time and effort. But with an agent, you simply ask your computer to draw an owl. Then, you tell it to make that owl fly. Finally, you instruct it to change the camera angle. The agent natively jumps across your actual applications, actively performing the steps, moving the files, and checking its own work as it goes, until the final video file is just done.
Our source actually summarizes this perfectly with this quote. It's basically like having, quote, a derpy little intern that lives inside your computer that can do stuff for you. I absolutely love that analogy. It completely humanizes this insanely complex AI workflow Nvidia is pushing for. These are multi-step tasks that we usually find super boring and time-consuming, and this intern just takes them completely off your hands. It manages all the boring middle parts, so you can just focus on the final result.
Section 4. Privacy and Social Challenges. The Microsoft OS Dilemma. Having an autonomous intern running around your computer introduces a major hurdle, and what's really interesting here is the core conflict of responsibility. You see, Nvidia is making this incredibly powerful chip, right? But this isn't actually Nvidia's mountain to climb. It's Microsoft's. Microsoft is the one that actually has to build the Windows environment for these agents to live in, which brings us to the concept of Copilot Extreme. Think about standard Windows Copilot right now. Honestly, a lot of users are actively trying to remove it from their systems because they find it too obtrusive just sitting there in a sidebar. But to make these new PC agents genuinely capable, they need to be Copilot on absolute steroids. They can't just be an app you open. They have to become the nervous system of the computer itself.
And that absolutely requires deep system integration. For this agent to do its job, it needs to be baked directly into the operating system. We're talking pervasive, continuous access to your private files, your applications, and your system controls. It has to observe everything you do to understand context, even when you aren't sitting at the keyboard. As consultants evaluating this market, we have to objectively ask the question, are consumers socially ready for this? Are we actually in a position where we implicitly trust a megacorporation with continuous autonomous background access to our personal private machines? That is a massive social friction point that raw technology alone just cannot solve.
Section 5. Market Viability Verdict. Evaluating long-term success. Concluding our consultant's view, we really have to weigh this massive privacy friction against Nvidia's unparalleled industry clout. Let's weigh the assets Nvidia is bringing to the table here. Immense corporate wealth and resources? Check. Unmatched connections across the AI industry? Check. They already absolutely dominate gaming, which is effectively the third priority for this chip behind AI and creative workflows. But perhaps most crucially, look at their deep software partnerships. Adobe has apparently engineered entirely new architecture for industry-standard programs like Premiere Pro and Photoshop, specifically around the RTX Spark. Rebuilding a flagship software architecture entirely around one specific chip shows immense, top-level industry buy-in. It proves this isn't just a flashy marketing gimmick. So while social acceptance is a huge hurdle, if there is one single company on Earth with the reputation, the resources, and the deep industry ties to force a transition like this, it is absolutely Nvidia. Which leaves us with the ultimate question for this new era of the PC. Considering the incredible, time-saving capabilities of having a local agent tirelessly execute your tedious tasks versus the extreme, pervasive system access it absolutely requires to function, would you actually want this baked into your system? It's a tough one. I'll leave you to evaluate where your own boundaries lie in this rapidly evolving landscape. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep questioning the technology that is quietly changing our world.